All right, welcome to Table Talk and Drinks, where we drink adult beverages and talk about tabletop RPGs. We'll talk about rules that you may or may not know, one-shot ideas, campaign ideas, character ideas, and whatever else may come to mind. I'm your host, David Mode, and tonight I am here with...
Derek!
David.
Corey.
And tonight we are talking D&D. We're talking lore and other things that come to mind.
Number one, why do you listen to us?
No. Number one is you saw me shake my hand because someone smashed it.
You'll survive growing up. So predominantly today we are talking about some interesting characters that we dug up from some old magazines.
Old.
He says old, but, you know, don't be ostracized out there. It came from, like, 1990.
Fair.
We came from 1990. We're old. That's the way it goes.
We were born.
But so Mr. Motor over here decided he wanted to talk about pink dragons. So I found out where pink dragons came from, and now we have a plethora of monsters that we're gonna look at, we're gonna talk about, we're gonna give our opinions on, and possibly stat out some of them. Haven't gotten that far yet.
What about slime puppies?
No slime puppies in this.
There actually is. It was in this one, I believe.
Was it?
Oh no, it's not on these pages. Dang it! Oh wait, you're backing. You're two-sided.
Yeah,
Damn, you fancy dog. Jello monster.
Oh, is that the slime puppy?
No, but it's a Jello monster.
Oh, yeah, we got the Jello
slime
monster.
puppy is
So,
Mind Flayer Dragon.
So, since you brought up the Jello monster, G-E-L-L-O.
Yeah, G-E-L-L-O.
Why don't you look at it and tell us about it?
All right. So, this is coming from Dragon Magazine.
Jello monster.
Yeah.
Oh god, it's old.
Dragon Magazine.
And it came from 12 April of 1990. This magazine is older than I am. This magazine is older than Derek. This magazine is older than David, but not older than Corey.
Man, now I'm really old.
How many days?
You are the oldest.
12 April of 1990.
Oh, April. No, he's older than
No, February.
February, bro.
August, December,
yeah.
September.
Yeah,
Old man.
I'm the old one.
Okay, so the Jello Monster. That's G-E-L-L-O Monster. Created by William S. Greenway. I don't know who you are, but props to you. So it's a subterranean monster. It's a rare monster. It's solitary. It's an omnivore. It has no intelligence. It says non.
Like David.
Treasure, it's incidental. So this is all set up for like 2.5E or 2E.
I think there's one.
It's either second edition or third edition, but I'm not sure which.
Yeah. So these are still using Thaco, which I learned what means today. It's oh shit, what was that meaning?
Thaco?
Yeah, Thaco.
Like,
Two hit.
Oh, Thaco.
Yeah, it's two Thaco, Dungeons and Dragons. So it comes from Advanced Dungeons and Dragons is where Thaco is.
So that's second edition.
Yeah, AD&D. Second edition. Thaco is 2-hit, armor class 0. Damn, that burp stinks.
So that's what happens. You have Miller.
It's a neutral. No, your burp, not mine. It was a
That's
neutral.
what happens when you're Derek.
It says neutral if squishy.
Huh?
That's
Wait,
what it says.
what?
The
What?
alignment neutral if squishy.
So it's a neutral alignment, but it's a little squishy.
Just a little bit.
So it has an AC of 10 in 2nd edition, which means it has an AC of 10 in 5th edition. Because the way Thaco works, not one for one, but for the most part, you take the number, and if it's a positive number, you subtract it from 20. If it's a negative number, you add it to 20, and that's how you get the AC. So a 10 minus 20, or 20 minus 10 is 10. It has an AC of 10. Movement of 9. The movement's not really 1-to-1, but a movement of 9, you're going to estimate somewhere between 25 and 30 feet of movement.
No, it can climb flawlessly too.
And can climb flawlessly. So yeah, it can climb everything.
No, dude, I was just looking through that, and the special attacks, that's what gets me right there.
special attacks, smothering. It's a Jello monster. So
Jello,
just
it's gonna
cuddle.
mush you.
yeah, just essentially think of a fucking gelatinous cube. You know, right there.
Just with a dragon.
A gelatinous cube.
Yeah.
No, this isn't a dragon. This is just a Jello monster.
So it is
We're not
small.
on the pink dragon yet.
It's a small creature, so I mean, how would it smother you? Would it like jump up on your head?
Yeah.
I guess it's not tiny. It's small.
It's small, so
So it's a gnome.
Pretty much.
Or a goblin.
I'm a gnome.
I'm a goblin.
Don't make fun
Um,
of the gnomes.
So it does say the Jello monster is a variant of the gelatinous cube.
There you go.
These dreaded monsters came into being when a convention of gelatin merchants, which had mistakenly been held in the grotto of the gelatinous cubes because the organizer thought it sounded appropriate, was ambushed by a horde of gelatinous cubes. These guys must be wizards.
Duh, fuck.
They're book smart. They're not street smart.
I mean, it sounded good.
At the time.
The cubes, of course, devoured all that was there, including many of the gelatin mixes that the merchants had on display. Once inside the cubes, the gelatin mixes diffused throughout their bodies, reacting with the internal juices of the cubes and radically altered their physiology. Yeah. I'm still mad that they spelled it wrong with a G, but whatever. Change it in your own game. I get why they did the G, though, because gelatinous cube, Jello monster. I just don't like it.
You don't like anything.
I like some things. I like this beer.
Terrible.
Gross.
Although, this apricot beer is rather delightful.
Oh, the apricot's really good. This is good old Miller Lite, and I'll stick to that for tonight. So there's a whole bunch of stuff, but if you're interested in the Jello monster, go to Dragon Magazine on what was that, archives.com or something like that.
so.
I don't know what episode or what fucking.
It is issue number 156, according to
156.
this page right
Oh
here.
yeah. Hey, look at that.
Hey.
I love the front of this. Beauty is in the eye of the. Skip it. We are not sponsored by Dragon Magazine. We're not sponsored by anybody
Oh.
other than yours truly, and
Oh,
sometimes
that's-
these guys.
We're not sponsored, we just kind of show up.
Yeah.
My favorite thing about this cover too, I'm just going off topic real quick. Things back then used to cost $3.50.
Well,
Nowadays it's probably like $30.
Well, $3.50 would be, what was it? So 1981, it was like $10. So
It was
1990,
10-something,
yeah.
I think is what
So
you
it's
told me.
probably like $7 or $8 for that same magazine now.
Yeah, which, I mean,
For 90 pages though, I guess I could pay that.
yeah, looking at what's in it,
Yeah.
I could pay that. Obviously, at that time, I couldn't.
Well, yeah, it's fucking serious. I wasn't even born.
Hey, I liked my joke. I thought it was fun.
Yeah.
If you guys come off and say I could, I'll be like, no.
You could have. You were born, sir. You had
he
like
couldn't
2
pay
months
for
in
it,
this
his parents
world.
could've.
What is it? 2-month birthday?
Yeah.
You should have started working by then.
Yeah.
Right?
Fuck, by the time I was 2 months, I had 10 years experience.
So you're a perfect candidate in
Yeah.
this world.
Pretty much.
Funny.
Okay. Sorry. Okay, so that's enough about the Jello monster. What else are we gonna talk? The death
so-
sheet.
So
We'll get to the pink dragon, just not yet.
Aw.
Fucking hang
okay.
out.
Pink Dragon's our last one, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
We gotta keep them interested.
Mandrake.
I'm gonna go
Created
over
by
the
somebody by
tickler.
my name.
Oh, the
Oh,
tickler.
The tickler.
No, I saw that and I was just like, oh my god.
So,
Dr. Seuss book.
so as Mr. David over here and I were discussing prior to coming over here, he went on a tirade for about an hour and a half, laughing about the tickle monster.
I don't know what you're talking about. I
So-
wasn't even in town that week.
Shit.
If you can name the reference, I will send you a quarter.
A quarter.
These guys don't get a chew. Don't.
I'll Venmo you $1.
If you can name where that comes from,
I have no idea where it comes from.
he should know.
They're
no.
special.
No, say it one more time.
I wasn't even in town that week.
Shut up.
Anyway,
The baby's not mine. I wasn't even in town that week.
I'm gonna shut up. Alright.
Sorry.
The tickler.
The tickler.
Wow. Wow. Hold on.
He's the one that's pregnant, by the way.
The fuck?
Yeah, he's pregnant. He's like, I wasn't even in town that week.
We will discuss after because I need to know what the hell is going on here. So anyway,
With
this.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh God.
It's season 1 of a show that is still running.
Season 1 of the show's still running. What?
So Derek doesn't know what it's from.
Corey knows what it's from.
I know.
Sorry.
So-
Back to D&D.
So these stats and stuff are like super old school, so I don't understand most of it.
They can fly?
Um,
Hell?
It's awfully rare. Organization Flock. So I'm assuming it travels in packs. It's got
I'm gonna look that up real quick because
Go ahead and
the way it
look at that.
reads is it doesn't, but
So it appears as
So-
a tiny ball of gray flesh that will project a pair of feather-like white wings that is under 2 feet long and can fly rapidly.
Where'd you find that at?
It's right under the tickler, right there.
Oh, okay, right there.
You see tickler? You see all that?
Yeah. I was going through this first, and then you went down here.
did
and
you
I was
say
like,
who it
what?
was created by?
No.
So this was created by Eric Frensky?
Fresk.
Fresk. I don't know.
The E is silent.
Freske.
Take it as you will.
Frisk.
Freske.
Fresque.
Sorry we butchered your name.
Anyway, I'm
Sergio
sure
Perez.
this individual is not even ever going to see this.
Yeah, you never know.
But so this creature, it feeds off of laughter.
Dude, I saw that and I was just like,
Oh, it gets better.
oh,
It gets
that's
better.
bad.
It gets so much better.
So much better.
So it's got an AC of -6. So according to the calculations we were just given, you have to roll a 26 to hit it.
Yes.
Dang.
A 26
A
to hit it.
26 to hit it.
It has a -6. So
However,
you'll add that to a 20.
if you happen to get a 26, you automatically kill it because it has 1 hit point.
Whoa, just one. Oh no.
If you can make a 26, you can hit it.
Hopefully you don't get it at level 1.
So it gets 1 tickle attack. Tickle.
Tickle, tickle,
I saw that,
tickle.
I was like, it's gonna be
Its special ability is tickling.
Its special defense is +4 to surprise if in flight.
So that's a whole. I don't even think any of those exist in 5e now, so I'm not going to worry
Yeah, 'cause
about
I
it.
was like, what does this even mean?
But so as we were talking about it and we were going through it, there's one thing that really jumps out about it to me. It ignores all armor. Period. All armor. So it doesn't matter if you're wearing plate mail or leather or magic this or whatever. It doesn't matter. It rolls against 10 plus your dex to hit you. So
No.
Because it climbs underneath your armor.
it
Intelligence.
essentially
It tickles you.
it climbs under your armor, it tickles you, and it feeds off of the laughter.
See right here.
I'm gonna take that.
So the tickler does not attack for damage. Instead, it attempts to slip under the clothes and armor of its victim, and to tickle the character unmercifully. Victims are treated as AC 10 plus any dexterity adjustments and magical bonuses from rings of protection and the like. However, armor, magical or not, afford no protection against these creatures. So it will climb under your armor and tickle you. I want a cloak of protection, a ring of protection, and bracers of protection, please. Thank you.
Wait, get to the best part.
The victim's laughter prevents him from taking actions of any sort and can also double the chances of wandering monster encounters. So essentially you're laughing, you're making noise, other monsters can get to you. If the laughter is allowed to persist for more than 6 rounds, the victim must make a constitution check every subsequent round or suffer 1 HP damage. Not seeing where it says it in here, but if you're wearing plate armor and it scrolls under your plate armor, nobody can hit it because it cannot be smashed under the plate armor. I can't get up for that freaking
Start-
I think it's awesome.
Start stripping them.
Yeah, you're pretty much gonna have to doff your clothes, which, if you're wearing plate armor, I believe doffing plate takes 10 minutes.
I think that's correct.
Probably,
Or you're screwed.
So yeah, you're shit out of luck.
Yeah, so right here, so it says there's only a 10% chance of hitting and killing, which whatever. It's got an AC of 26. You got more than a 10% chance. I don't care. Ticklers cannot be slapped through any form of plate armor.
So you're pretty much screwed no matter what.
Yeah, so you send these after your clerics,
Paladins,
paladins, anybody that's really donning that plate armor, and
fighters.
and yeah, they're not going to do a lot of damage, but it's going to bring the monsters to the yard.
Well, not only that,
Because their milkshake will bring them to the yard.
not only
I knew where you were going with that
it's
one.
going to stop them
And it's
from
yeah,
doing anything.
it's you get this after your like say you throw a beholder at somebody, right? And you're like,
God.
I would like this to be more difficult because beholders aren't hard enough.
I don't like that you're our DM.
And you throw a tickle monster at them. You get the tickle monster to go after the cleric. The cleric can't do any actions or bonus actions because it's currently getting tickled. It can't heal the party members while the tank is getting his ass beat by the beholder. You got your fucking warlock or wizard over there like, I don't know healing.
I'm laughing
Or-
too hard.
Or you put it against your frontline paladin or your fighter. Well, now the beholder can just go around and look, hey, a wizard, squish, you're dead.
Yeah.
I wonder how
Hit
this.
you with one of those fucking eye rays. It's like
Right.
eye ray of fucking disintegration. You're like, this motherfucker. I couldn't even counterspell because the tickler was tickling the fucking wizard.
Now the cool thing about it is it dies by fire.
Answer me this part.
It does die by fire, and water will make it. It can't move for 2 to 5 turns if you douse it in water.
Oh, I was gonna ask my question. I was like, I wonder
Okay.
how will this tickle work against Karlak?
So if you want to be like a good
Auto die.
mean,
That
fun
might be
DM,
the
you throw this tickle monster with like a beholder or something. Don't like do a rust monster or fucking gelatinous cube. That's kind of an asshole move.
Nah, it's
But
fine.
this cube ain't bad, but the rust monster.
Do it in a cave where there's a little like pond of water, so they do have an out if they're smart enough to use it. If they're not smart enough, like my table.
I love how all of us were.
Hey, I was smart enough to cure my curse.
Yeah.
I was smart enough not to touch it.
Yeah, but did you see what I got out of it?
Answer me this real quick. XP value. Be serious.
So that means 0. That means it's worth.
Come on,
It's
man.
worthless.
Give me 1.
I'm not even gonna. I'm gonna give you. So if it kills somebody, I'll give you 10. But if it doesn't, I'm giving you none.
If it kills someone and then I kill it,
It
I
gives
get 10.
1 fucking damage after 6 turns. I'm not giving you any experience.
I'm letting someone die so I can get experience from this thing.
Remind me
Well,
fucking
I know what
barbarian.
character we're getting rid of first. I mean, we've got a better barbarian with us
Yeah.
anyway.
I think the tickler is
Hey.
awesome, and I think it can be utilized in fun ways.
Yes, I think it could bring a lot of fun
well,
to the table.
like-
Good little surprises would be.
Think of like the mimic chair that's been, the story of the mimic chair that's been sitting in the bar for 20 years.
Yeah.
Right? You've got a tickler that sits in the bar for, whatever, just hangs out. And it's like,
there's a lot of laughter in bars. It
Yeah.
can feed without having to tickle nobody.
Yeah. and
That's a
maybe
That's a sneaky little bastard.
maybe the tickler is friends with the mimic. And they're just like, hey, these assholes are fucking with my bar. Like, let's get them. The tickler's like, I'm going to tickle them. And the mimic's like, I'm going to fucking eat them.
This one particular asshole comes into the bar, sits down in the mimic chair, and
And
then
rips ass all the time. Cheers.
Oh Lord
You're the
help
one
us.
who's drinking a beer.
I'm now
Corey.
glad I'm on the end here.
Corey, you can hand me that Pepsi, please.
The cherry one.
And then take it over there too.
Anyway.
Anywho.
But yeah, the tickle monster tickles it, so it can't do nothing, and the mimic chair just eats him.
Right? I think it's
That's a win-win combination
It
right
is.
there.
And I'm surprised that I've never ran across the tickler. I understand it is a D&D. I play 5e, but why has this creature not been adapted?
I think it's just probably just because it's not really utilized. Maybe like they
So-
looked at it and it's like, meh.
So first thing I will say is that from what I looked up when I was trying to figure out pink dragon bullshit,
What keep trying so much?
this everything in this was created for joke purposes. Every
That's-
monster in here was an April Fool's kind of thing. Ha ha.
I
funny.
think it's awesome.
But I don't think they expected to actually like have it be a monster utilized in games on a regular basis. It was like, aha, that was funny, good joke. And then, nobody really takes any of that seriously, so it never advances 33 years down the road. I'm 33. Wow.
Until now.
No, the thing that bothered the reason I said I'm 33, I didn't just go, oh yeah, this came out when I was born, so it's as old as I am. I literally just did the math in my head.
Okay.
Well,
It's
hey,
like
remember
90, okay,
D&D
it's
came out in
23.
1978.
You're right, but I wasn't talking about that.
I know, but I'm saying-
I'm an idiot because I should have just
This
been like,
magazine
oh, yeah, I'm 33,
started
I'm
in
33.
1976.
Jesus.
It ran until 2007 on paper, and then it ran digitally until 2013.
Oh wow.
Wizards of the Coast owns it
Ah.
now. They bought it in 2007.
It is all copyrighted by Wizards of the Coast.
It is all copywritten by Wizards of the Coast. Before it was owned by TSR, I think is who it was, and they produced this from 1976 to 2007.
Jesus.
And I think the smallest one I found was like 60 or 70 pages. Like, it's a big magazine. And I'm kind of sad that like I didn't get the chance to like read this as a kid, because
Bro,
there's a lot of
is
information.
there?
Yes.
See if it comes up. If someone has one, could you possibly find one and buy
I'm
one?
sure I can get them on eBay, but
you
like
can find them online. I seen a bunch of them online when I was looking it up. But like that's not the point. The point is had we known about this when we were kids, like
Oh my god, this
could
would
you
have changed
imagine?
so much.
all right,
Think
Derek, what monster are you talking about tonight?
No, I'll wait for the pink dragon like you guys. But
Well, the Pink
I
Dragon's last.
Pink
I
Dragon's
know.
last, and we'll all
I know.
work
I was
on
just looking
Pink
at this mandrake.
Mandrake.
But because it's created by
Am I reading that right?
Yes.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yes.
It was created by Derek Peterson.
Oh,
So
of
you're
course
looking
he
at
Derek.
That's why he
because it was
chose it.
created by
Patterson.
Derek.
No, it was
Patterson.
created by R. Derek
Patterson.
Pattison.
I didn't see the R. I just saw Derek. But that's my name.
R. Derek Pattinson.
There's no N. It's Pattison.
Patterson.
God damn, you're right. We're failing horribly today.
Don't worry. It's been a while. But no, it's like it's kind of like a what? Where did you see that? Oh, bachelor right there.
Wait, what?
An organization.
It says organization solitary bachelor.
Because it's
I think it means the tickler lives with a group, but not necessarily moves with a group.
Fair. All right, so Derek, what's interesting about it besides the fact that your name's in there?
That's just just kind of looking at it. It's interesting. But I think it's a druid level, like a
What?
because it's a. What is that druid stuff?
Oh.
As per druid level.
That's just the hit dice.
Electronic.
We're
Oh.
ignoring hit dice. We're ignoring the
okay.
Thaco, like,
I was just saying, I was like, oh, I see a druid. Druid levels in here.
because that stuff, none of that really like moves
Matters.
over to 5e
Yeah.
very well. When I ran the Ice Kingdoms, I had such a hard time because it was designed for 3.5, and I had to change everything
Really?
to 5e. Yeah,
Oh, I thought it was
yeah,
a newer one.
Nope.
no.
Oh.
It was designed for 3.5, and I had to move all of it over.
Okay. Well, that solves it. Oh, hey Corey, your XP value. There you go. You like that number now?
What?
65 to 975.
Max for the hit value, XP value.
Where's page?
So since he brought up the Mandrake, I'm gonna read it because he's not reading any
No,
of it.
I haven't either. It was, I wasn't really
But no,
reading.
what I was gonna say, just right off the bat, the Mandrake
Mhm.
is a duck.
It's a duck.
It is a duck. Quack, quack, mother.
D-U-C-K, duck.
Duck. It is a duck. that has the magical ability to periodically assume the form of a very charismatic and comely, but stupid human. Elf or half-elf male.
Perfect.
So it's not a druid that turns into a duck. It's a duck that can occasionally assume the form of a humanoid.
So it's a reverse druid.
Just throwing this out there to the DM. If we run into one of these
I'm gonna laugh
and
my
a
ass
duck
off.
shows up, can
Quack,
we
quack,
please-
motherfucker.
No. Don't have
Do
it
you
say
got any
quack,
grapes?
quack. Just randomly have it say quack and just run off.
Okay, but if you do that, you got to do it in the voice.
Quack.
I might take that for mine.
And it,
Quack,
and
quack.
it travels with the tickler. There you go. I'm gonna give you an idea.
You're gonna give him an entire freaking adventuring party of retarded monsters.
If you guys
Let's do
see
that.
any of this
That would
happen
be
tomorrow,
so
If you
funny.
don't do it, I'll do it in my campaign when I get the books.
What do you need books for?
oh, he's writing
You can't
notes
read
down.
anyway.
I'm not very good at it, but I can.
We just pick on him, just accept it. We're not trying to be mean. We're just mean.
We've been friends long enough.
So
how this
it's got an
family is.
AC of 7, meaning it has an AC of 13.
That's easy.
That's doable.
It can fly, it can swim, and it can walk. So, assuming by 12, 12, 9, I would say it's got walking speed of 25, a flying speed of 25, and a swim speed of 20.
Hey, at least this one's slightly
That's
intelligent.
pretty quick for a duck.
Yeah.
Have you seen ducks walk? They don't walk that fast.
No, but they
Waddle, waddle, waddle.
It's got one beak bite or by weapon type in human form.
Wait,
That's where that's
It
at.
does have spells.
yeah, I just seen that.
So I just,
And
as you were
spells
going through it, in man-like shape, all mandrakes are druids.
So it would use the druid spellcast.
It would spellcast
Oh.
like a druid while it was in man form. Just like a druid can use the abilities of a creature when it's in creature
I
form.
wonder what level they use, or if you can level it based off of whatever you're thinking, because it does say XP value is 65 to 975. So I wonder if that gives you the option to level from like 1 to 5.
Possibly.
Possibly.
I would assume so. It makes sense.
Because that's a big number.
Yeah, that's why I would assume 1 to 5 at max.
So if you're looking at the hit die, it's 1 to 6.
Oh, it is 1 to 6. You're right.
So it could be a level 1, which
Yeah.
would be 1d8 plus con, or it could go up to 6d8 plus con.
Yeah. That's
So
Let's do
Yeah.
that. Make that as a running gag.
we're gonna
mandrake
randomly run into a druid on a regular basis, and then there's just gonna be a duck most of the time.
That should be my character.
No, he has a.
You are not playing a fucking mandrake. I will walk away from the table.
The mandrake is not to be confused with a mandrake, which is something completely different. It says it in there.
What is
the last
spelled
line?
exactly?
How's it spelled?
No, so
What's a
it's
mandrake?
mandrake or mandrake.
What's
Oh.
a mandrake?
A flower.
Okay.
I didn't know that.
So a skunk?
A skunk? You're a
Yeah.
skunk.
No, flower is a skunk.
Corey, are you talking about the unicow?
I literally was going to, bro.
Talk
I
about the
seen that and I was
unicow!
like, oh my god, there's a unicow. And yes, you heard it right. It's literally a cow with a freaking just
Unicorn.
horn.
Hold on. I just got to do one more thing for the mandrake
Yeah.
because this is just beautifully.
I love
perfect.
these creatures.
Mandrakes constantly woo swan mays, so I'm assuming a female swan. Although the latter are appalled by them and always ignore them.
I just
this
I
person
literally-
is writing themselves
life
out
to
there.
me.
I literally just
Ain't
read
no
that.
fantasy.
So what if I'm alone and forever will be?
No one likes
They
the
wrote
duck.
it for you too.
Nobody likes the duck.
Alright.
I get to be the mandrake now because
Okay.
you have a wife.
That's true. I have 4 kids.
Mr.
But-
Dutson.
So the unicow.
Created by Sharon Jenkins?
Yeah. So it travels in a herd. So
You're doing that next.
what?
What are
Sorry,
you
the
reading?
climate terrain, temperate grasslands like Wisconsin.
That
Isn't that where D&D was invented?
I don't
I don't
know.
know.
Oh, while you guys are doing that, I'm gonna look that up.
Previously medium rare.
It was no, it's
Organization,
probably-
herd, so it travel. So you're gonna, if you ever run into a unical, you're not running into one. You're running into a freaking herd. So,
It's a multi-cow unicow.
bro, can we just run into a farmer at one point that's just herding these?
Not nice, Wendell.
Yeah, I said there's no farmers in Iceland though. It's all snow.
Okay, if we randomly run into a herd of these things, it's gonna be great. Can I take one? Don't look at me like that. Stop it. Activity cycle day. So sleeps during the night. All that stuff like normal. Diet herbivore. Intelligence average. So I mean it's not like it's not like the duck where it's kind of dumb. What do you find?
It's actually D&D was.
D&D was invented in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin.
Makes sense. But okay. So answer this: the treasure X. What is the X?
So we're
I'm taking
ignoring
it as
treasure.
Is it saying it's no? Or
We're just ignoring all of that
Yeah,
because
we-
a lot of that doesn't
Okay.
actually translate to anything. Earlier editions of D&D could be very, 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 very much more complicated.
But the armor
Yeah.
class is a
The-
2.
I seen that.
So
Armor
that
class
means
is
it's got an
2.
AC of 18.
That's some thick hide.
Natural armor of
Yeah.
18.
That's some thick hide.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
I want unicow leather armor.
you freaking
It better
would,
be
dude.
spotted.
It better be spotted. It'll be spotted
movement
just like
is
the cows
12.
of Wisconsin.
Hit dice is 3 plus 2.
I mean, they
That
are
go?
very.
We're ignoring.
Okay.
We can ignore everything else on that.
Yeah.
Well, there's hoof and horn.
So that's its attacks.
Yeah, it got
Yeah.
three
It's
attacks.
got 3 attacks: 2 hoof
Damn.
attacks and a horn attack. Because it's only got 1 horn.
And there's
Yeah.
2d4s and a 110. Holy
Do you have does
shit.
the unicow have to be standing backwards to do its hoof attack? It's not.
It
front
does.
hoofing
It
things.
does. It dude. It doesn't
I don't
say.
think it's just better.
It's back hoofing it.
The unicow.
Donkey kick?
So
Yeah.
the unicow lives in grassy
Cows
plains
can't.
and
So, I mean,
contact.
they
with
probably-
humans.
I don't know. Have you
Human-
seen some
humanoids.
bulls in the
Yes.
rodeo?
Like the unicorn, it can be tamed by the maiden pure of heart. Do we have
That
any
means
in
a virgin maiden, and no, we don't have any. Not in our game.
Oh. Pure of heart.
They have a bunch of
Through,
hoes.
she must be a natural alignment and probably naturally bright. This milkmaids, these milkmaids or cowgirls. Wow.
I love this.
Way to
so
go,
much.
Wisconsin.
There
Good
is
job.
so many puns here.
How many animes
This-
did guy
this
watch?
game
Thank
is
you, Wisconsin.
hilarious.
I love freaking 70 shows.
This was created by a girl.
It was. Care
that's
for
right.
their unicorns with great love and diligence, right up to the day they spell their unicorns,
Unicows.
unicows, to the 11
Elvin.
Elven stockyards. Sorry.
Hey,
For
when did we
meatloaf.
get-
Meatloaf.
When did we get a second Derek?
He's always been here.
Each unicorn, each
Unicow.
unicow has, has one blue horn in the center of its forehead. So wait, these things are running around with a blue one?
It's literally a cow with one blue horn,
That's what they are.
and it does have white and black coloration.
There you go. There's your spawn.
White cow with black
Coloration
patches.
usually white with black patches.
Yeah.
This creature saves as a 7th level wizard and cannot be charmed or held by magic.
I want to put it out there that
Unaffected
it's-
by death spells.
Its milk
Its
gives
milk
them-
gives any drinker a +2 bonus to con for 2 to 5 hours.
Yes!
That's
We need
pretty
it.
cool.
Can we?
I wonder if I'm gonna put some unicow milk in the market.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
It's gonna be 100 gold.
unicows.
Until
At 1
until,
pint.
until I get a cow.
So right here, unicows,
still
unicattle,
Run a market.
speak their own language.
I'm down.
Would it be moo?
Would
Wait, 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 wait. So is this like that strange ox?
Yes.
Through their conversations are rather narrowly restricted to
Discussions.
Sorry, thank you.
Discussions of grass
Thank you.
quality.
No
Yeah,
one
picture
has
this?
any clue
Oh,
as
fair.
to how or why these creatures exist. Your editors are not making any judgment.
Yeah, I want
You wanna
Your
follow that?
editors are not making any judgments.
That's a unicorn.
That's fucking cool. There's a picture of the unicorn.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, Here, let's do this. Let's see if we can hold this up real quick. Is this good?
Yep. Now point to it.
There's your unicow.
That's actually pretty cool.
I love it. I love the unicow.
Yeah.
I want one. I am statting this out when I go home, and they will be in every game I ever run again. And there will be a black market unicow milk trade.
David,
What?
you cut off.
Oh, hey. There's the man.
Oh, maybe you didn't cut it off. I think it ends.
Yes, it does. I looked for it.
Where Legomorph. Where Legomorph.
Oh, same creator.
It's a werehair.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
So-
that rabbit
Yeah,
one.
that's the
Sharon
creepy
Jenkins.
rabbit on the same
Yeah.
picture.
It's Alice in Wonderland on crack.
No, it's Mighty Python.
Oh
What?
It's Monty Python. It is. David,
Sup, nerds?
Please
Run
go.
away! Run away!
The Where Legomorph is created by Sharon Jenkins, just like the unicow. I'm already in love.
I'm cool.
So it's temperate climates, it's underground. Frequency, not rare enough. Organization is herd, if that is the right word for a bunch of rabbits. It's an herbivore. It's got low intelligence. It's chaotic evil. It has a 16 AC in hair form and a 14 AC in wear hair form.
Can I point this out real quick? You said, did you mention the diet? Read
The
the
diet?
diet part.
Herbivore kills out of meanness.
It is the
It doesn't
rabbit.
need to eat meat, but it will kill you just for the hell of it.
It's law.
It gets 3 attacks. It's small, obviously, to medium in the werehair form. This creature appears as a hare, but changes to its were form if attacked. In were form, it can attack with a one-handed weapon for normal damage. This creature has a mean streak a mile wide, and passes up no opportunity to prove how awful it can be, though it is not particularly brave and so rarely carries out its plans. This creature can be hit by only silver or magical weapons, including holy hand grenades.
Dude, it literally is from Monty Python.
I read Holy Hand Grenade the moment you said Monty Python.
Bro.
Oh.
Wait, hold on.
If you don't use these monsters in your campaign, you're not a good DM.
I'm taking this home.
Yeah,
Go
you don't-
ahead.
You don't randomly
Go right
throw
ahead.
in a
This
bunch
is
of
fucking
rabbits,
phenomenal.
and one of them is a were-rabbit, the were-hair. Just do it, and see what happens.
I'm glad she's like, this is from the Mighty Python.
David, I know you want to talk about that paper dragon.
Oh, I saw that.
I was actually looking
knew
at the
someone
Blink
was gonna
Mammoth.
do it.
I had a feeling. I was thinking the Blink Mammoth too.
So,
It's a pretty cool.
Who's gonna talk about the death sheet?
So I just quickly while you guys were finishing up on the werehair, I just quickly kind of read through the Blink Mammoth, and it is literally
It's
a woolly mammoth.
too.
It's what?
Sharon Jenkins created that one too.
Jesus!
Way to
Sharon
go.
Jenkins, thank you. You are an inspiration to us
You
all.
are amazing.
You have a wonderful mind, and I appreciate it. But from what I'm gathering, it is a standard woolly mammoth, and the only special thing it has is that it blinks.
It's like that Blink spider from Baldur's Gate. Fuck that.
That's a phase spider. Phase spider.
Oh, it's a phase, but it uses Blink.
It's very similar to Blink.
Or
Blink
Misty
is also it's essentially they took the Blink ability from a Blink dog and put it on a woolly mammoth, and all it is that it will randomly blink. You roll a d12 if I read that correctly, and on a roll of 5 or better, it will blink, and then you roll to see where it randomly transports to on that roll. It has no control over it. So you could be fighting this thing and it could just randomly appear next to your wizard and one-shot kill it.
Or blink on top of your wizard and one-shot stomp it.
Well, I don't think you can technically appear within another
That's fair.
creature space on teleportation magics.
What if it blinks above the wizard
Oh,
and
dude.
falls?
That would suck.
Like,
That'd be
there's
funny.
360 degrees, like, you've got a chance for it to blink underground. If it can't
God,
control.
I don't like the way you're thinking right now. Please stop this.
Hey, how am I gonna make some
On a
money?
1 it goes down, on a 12 it goes up.
He's
Alright.
gonna kill Bill with a woolly mammoth.
Bye, Bill.
I will try to save it and make it my own.
Of course you would.
Alright,
What's your
so
animal
you
handling? Because I'm going to need you to roll that.
There's a dice tower.
I need dice.
You didn't bring dice?
I didn't bring
I
dice.
thought you were a goblin.
No, I'm a goblin, but I left my hoard at home.
The blink mammoth scene's pretty cool. I've never used
I
any
think
blink creatures.
I think it would be fun, just for the hell of it. Like we got woolly mammoths where we're at currently, and just have one of them randomly blink, and it's like, wait a minute, they're not supposed to do that.
No,
I think it would be. Sorry.
I think it would be funny. I think it would be really funny. Like if we're walking and we see a bunch of them, and obviously we've never seen them before, and then you just have one go poof over here. I swear to God, I'm pretty sure all of us are gonna
Well,
run.
so
It does
Hold on,
say
hold on,
it'll
hold
only blink if it's attacked.
But you can change that.
Yes.
Yes.
What I'm thinking,
Could it be true?
we're trudging through the tundra over in where we're at.
If you say it pops up in front of us, I'm running.
Well, no, but you look over, and this is just if I was DMing it, as you're trudging through the snow, as the storm starts to dissipate, you look over and see a herd of woolly mammoths, and they're trudging through the snow as well. They're starting to shake off the snow, and then one of them sneezes, and it's all of a sudden over there.
It's
That's pretty good.
It's
Beautiful entrance to. Oh, by the way, woolly mammoths can blink in my world.
See, I was thinking very similar. I was thinking you guys crest over the top of a hill. You guys are all bundled up in your cold weather gear. It's been snowing like a mother. And you guys come up over, you're balls deep in the snow, so Bill Wren and Balmer are head deep under the snow. And so is Draft. He's like, I can breathe, I promise!
I'm up to here.
Tell the
And you guys come up over the top of the hill, and you guys hear the fucking the sound of mammoths in the distance, and then you hear like the loud like clang and the crunch of like stomps, and it's like you hear this pop, 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 and there's just a herd of mammoths blinking.
Oh God.
All around in this
The
fucking
whole
field.
herd.
You're just like,
What?
by the way, you guys need to go right over there.
You gotta go through them. There's no other way. I just realized something. Yes, mammoths do exist here because we went into that one cave where that ice giant actually had a mammoth. If you knew about this, you would have put it. You would have.
Oh, he would have totally.
He
made
would have
that
totally made
motherfucker
that
blink if he knew
blink
of these.
inside that room.
Me? Never. Tomorrow we're playing D&D. About 12:30 Mountain Time. Same place. Catch us. Cheers.
You will experience all of us in our finest shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
All
Say
the
shenanigans one more time.
Hey, Farva, what's the name of that place with all the goofy shit on the wall?
Oh,
What, you mean shenanigans?
This is what happens
movie.
when we get together. This is
Okay.
Lord help us. How much time we got left?
We're only 45 minutes in, so we got about 15 minutes left. Maybe 17 minutes, because we do spend about 2 minutes on the intro.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about, we talk about the death sheet,
Okay.
and then we go on to the
look at that.
pink dragon. Unless somebody wants to talk about that tin,
The tin golem.
the tin golem.
The
That tin
ten
golem.
golem?
Yeah,
What's
the
a ten golem?
The tin golem.
The tin golem.
Yeah, the tin golem.
Does it have?
So
number
when
10
you
on
guys
its
jump
head?
on to Icewind Dale tomorrow to watch, there might be a death in the group. And I'm not saying he's under 4 feet tall, but he might be.
No.
That includes all 3 of them.
Take your pick.
He's gonna kill Bill.
He's gonna kill Bill.
He's gonna kill Bill.
He might kill me.
Just to go off at a reference. Kill
Remember, he wants to get rid of my L there.
You're right.
Oh God, he really does.
So
dude.
do we want to do the 10 golem, or do we want to do the death sheet?
Or there's the kill spruce.
We don't care about
We
that.
talked about this pigeon, whatever.
The pigeon toad. Talk
You
about
can
the
talk
pigeon
about the
toad.
pigeon
I
toad.
was looking at my what the fuck is this shit?
That is one of the few monsters that he went ape
I just-
shit over
yeah.
while we were talking.
Oh, really?
Pigeon toad.
I like this treasury.
Like
Now.
ribbit toad.
It's funny.
Nil.
Nil. That's what
So it means nothing.
Dude, I love
but
the
like
fact that
Lisbon, like
The
very
photo
big
shows it
stuff.
flying away from a death sheet.
I love
The
it.
death sheet only. When I read that, it was only they attack anything that like lives. They're like
That sounds
wolves.
about right.
Pigeon toad is created by John Hamilton. Temperate wetlands and forests. They're rare. They run in a flock. They run during the day. They're carnivores. Their intelligence is animal, so I'd put them at like a
2.
6, maybe a 5. They're neutral, and you get 2 to 12 appearing at a time. They've got an AC of 7, meaning they have a 13 in 5e. Their movement is a 6 and a 12, so you're like 15 and 25. 15 walking, 25 flying. They get 3 attacks. They're
They
small.
have morals?
Morale.
Oh, morale.
We don't care about that.
We don't care about morale.
We don't care about
These awkward oviparous. I don't know what that word means. Oviparous crossbreeds.
What?
Maybe different types.
What? How do you spell it?
Oviparous. Oviparous. Oviparous.
All right, oviparous. It is producing young by means of eggs that are hatched after they have been laid by the parent.
That's what I mean. Lizardmen like their eggs.
Okay, so they're
They're
crossbreeds.
birthed by
eggs.
and
eggs.
Just
are
like the
usually
pigeons.
found only in swampy conditions, although they sometimes dwell in dark forests near pools of water. They also have been found underground, but again only when they have easy access to water. They are more common in warm climes, but are found in less temperate zones as well. Pigeon toads have toad-like bodies with leathery wings and bird-like talons. Let's see. About 15% of all pigeon toad flocks are poisonous. Poisonous and non-poisonous flocks never mix. The poison is administered by a successful bite, so it's venomous.
It is not poisonous because
It's venomous.
So this poisonous
Um,
means you ate it.
you got to remember, this is back in the day before people
Yes.
But also,
really
I mean, I was well,
had
I,
access to that.
I
information.
said poisonous because, like, I mean, if you touch it,
I
like a
assumed
skin.
poisonous because there's a lot of poisonous frogs.
yeah, like a
Yeah.
skin. Like if you
But
touch
if
the
it's
skin, I can
transferred
understand.
through a bite,
Yeah, that's got to be
venomous.
venomous. Either way,
But
whatever.
I mean, they put in poisonous because they probably didn't know better.
So the poison is administered by a successful bite and causes damage equal to that of the bite. So if the bite does 3 HP, the poison does 3 HP. That's kind of cool.
That is pretty cool.
You don't have to roll a bunch of dice.
The victim fails a save versus poison. He becomes weak, gradually losing strength and constitution points as the poison, blah, blah, blah.
Females lay a lot
That's
of eggs.
why it says
Can-
poisonous, because in the game,
Yeah,
it's not venom,
Yeah.
it's poison.
and that makes sense.
But alright.
Female pigeon toad lays a clutch of 10 to 100 eggs.
Ugh.
Sounds like Derek.
Sounds like
I'm
sounds
just
like
kidding.
Corey.
No, it sounds like both of them and their
Boring.
umpteen million children.
Between these two, they have a football team.
They do.
No, we don't.
No, we don't. It's a flag football team, not an NFL football
I
team.
say like we're
Maybe like what the starter lineups, but that's it.
I'd say we got one side of the field.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty much.
So what you've all been waiting for, dun dun dun, we're gonna talk about the pink, dragon. David, take us away.
He's too happy about this.
You are on Table Talk and Drinks.
Alright, so first and foremost, pink dragons. We're going to go through this real quick. It can be found anywhere.
Is that Jeannie McGuire or Jeanne?
Jean?
Or
Jean?
Gene McGuire.
Jean McGuire?
I don't know.
Jeanne. Jean? Jeannie? Jean? I don't think it's Eenie.
I don't know.
Because it's not a double E,
Yeah.
an IE, or a Y.
I'm sure it's Gene.
Jean?
Fairly certain
Probably
it's Jean.
Jean McGuire. You're a lovely person.
Jean McGuire, thank you. You created today's entire episode.
You just accomplished everything he was looking for in his life.
And then
No,
some.
no. Just the pink dragon is what spawned this entire session. The pink dragon. Anyway.
I do believe in pink dragons.
This is how it's popped in my head.
We're gonna run into a pink
Fair.
dragon now.
You're gonna run into a pink beholder.
Is he gonna have a man with a rose?
You're gonna have big old kissy lips like that.
That's gonna be
Ooh,
that's
wow.
And it's gonna have an attack called Kiss of Death.
Hey.
And if it kisses you, it does the spell
Charm.
no,
Power
it's gonna
kill?
no, I don't want it's gonna do fucking oh my hell, the one that fucking does if you have 100 or 50 to 100, oh fucking what it's
100 or less hit points.
Disintegrate.
yes, thank
There you
you. It's gonna kiss you and it's gonna do disintegrate.
It's going to disintegrate.
My.
No. So it'll kiss you
Hmm.
and it'll do disintegrate, but it still has to roll its attack.
It'll kiss you and attempt to make you turn into puff.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Make it
Just turn you to dust.
Dang.
That's fair. Anyway, so this pink dragon, it's got a high intelligence.
Makes sense. Dragon.
Chaotic neutral. It's dragon.
Dragon.
Dragons
Makes
are
sense.
smart.
Dude, it goes.
It's got an AC of 2 in this, so that means it's only got an AC of 18.
I've been
It travels in
backwards on the movement.
Okay.
It travels in a family group.
So it's this has a 9 and an 18.
Mm-hmm.
No, I've not been backwards. So it's got probably a 40-foot fly.
Okay,
Yeah,
that
that
sounds
sounds
about right.
And a 9 for movement, which we would put it at about a 20 walking speed. That makes sense. Sorry.
Okay.
Back to where you were.
Okay. Anyway, it's got 2 claw attacks and a bite attack, typical for dragons. So a lot of this is very similar to dragons.
It has the same AC as the cow.
Yeah. I mean,
But
to
the
be
cow is not
fair,
that strong.
this is a pink dragon,
Yes.
not a standard dragon. So they're special,
Very.
very special.
I love it.
So, pink dragons can be found almost anywhere. Most frequently in some form of underground lair, many hapless adventurers have been fatally fooled by the dragon's dopey appearance and delicate pink coloration. Pink dragons love to talk, but they are prone to eat those who do not laugh at their jokes.
I'm a pink dragon.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
Hey guys, how are you guys doing over here?
You're just dopey.
That's fair too.
Hey, you can't say he's dopey unless you're sad and you're grumpy and I'm happy.
That's about right.
Let's be honest here. That's pretty standard right there. That fits.
That is 100% accurate.
I was listening to that at work today.
Of course you were.
It is on my Spotify like songs, and occasionally
Hey,
I will
now-
indulge in some hi ho, hi ho.
If you do die, I'll die with you.
We die together.
So we go make dwarves.
But anyway, so this pink dragon's breath weapon is rather unique. It produces it produces a lye-like chemical that it also spits a fatty-like chemical into, and lye and fat together create this wonderful thing that most of you know about. I'm hoping most of you know about, called soap. Its breath weapon is bubbles.
I love this thing already.
We just broke Corey.
I can tell.
We broke Corey.
Bro, we're gonna run into a pink dragon and all we're gonna hear is Bubble Man! We're gonna hear the freaking gnome come up and be like, oh my god.
Pink. I just remember talking about a pink dragon and the guy pink shirt.
You just realized that?
You just realized that?
No, I
Dude,
saw Ty says I
that's
look, I
gonna
look
be
like I don't
great.
I have a top on.
We're gonna run into a pink dragon and you're gonna be like, and then all of a sudden this one, the gnome's gonna be like, bubbles.
No, we're gonna run into a pink dragon and Bill is going to go, oh, free bath.
Hey, it
Yep.
said it hangs out for 2 to 12 rounds.
Yeah, that's
All
enough
right.
time to scrub real quick.
Anyone trapped in this cloud is painfully blinded for 4 to 16 rounds.
It's so
Have you ever had
So-
soap in your
it's
eyes?
so
That is very
I-
painfully blinding.
Very. I think we all have.
So
How much you want to bet?
it's pretty fantastic here.
This person was in the shower when they thought of this creature.
No,
Straight up.
Shower thoughts.
Shower thoughts. Washing your hair, get some soap and eye. That's a great idea for a dragon.
That's a dragon right there.
How'd you think of it? Got soap in my eye.
Got soap in my eye and I had a pink bottle.
So painfully blinded. I would also give it a anything within the area of effect of the thing. I would add in that you potentially slip and fall prone and end your turn. Kind of like grease and balls.
Okay, yeah. No, I can get behind
Because
that.
like there's bubbles. It's slippery. It's very likely that you're gonna fall over.
I can see a bard going against this dragon and being like, "Oh, you wanted me to take a bath before we fornicate?"
Yes.
Whoa.
Just don't forget to laugh.
Yeah, he's just laughing on his way up, taking his shirt off. He's like, "Come here, girl."
Sing you a tune in this lovely bath of ours.
Wow, this is how far we've fallen. How far
It's
we've
glorious.
fallen.
It's glorious.
Anyway.
We have done the phone a long time
Anywho, so the other thing about these dragons is that they aren't nearly as magical as most dragons. So in here it's got like a 20% magic thing. I don't know how to translate that to 5e, so I'm just gonna like
It's just probably normal breath.
essentially go, okay, this is what a normal dragon's magic is. Let's chop it off here instead and do it kind of like drop it a few levels in whatever spellcaster it's set up with. I would essentially make it a illusionist wizard for its spellcasting abilities because it is primarily an illusionist spells if you read it.
And it does have polymorph.
Yeah.
Well,
But
that's
polymorph isn't that high of a level of spell.
No, but I was like, at minimum, it has to have polymorph.
So-
Yeah,
I was
but
just-
I would give that as like dragons. I just kind of assume an innate polymorph because that's how they turn into their human.
And that
form.
makes sense.
I wouldn't do it that's a spell. That's just an innate ability.
I just saw the part saying movement is random as the affected person stumbles around. So this thing is waiting to move,
No,
watching its blinded person with bubbles in their eyes,
I think what it's saying.
mumbling around.
I think what it's saying is that if you're blinded by it and you're trying to move around, you're going to move at a random direction.
Your movement is
Your
random.
movement is
Okay,
random.
your movement. Okay.
You take a -6 melody.
I'm not seeing it in here, but when he had mentioned pink dragons, I did some looking on the tubes of the U. Some of the other creators on this app have done wonderful videos of them. I will send David a list so he can link some of the ones that I watch for different lore videos and stuff like that. But I can't think of them offhand right now. But when I saw it, one of the individuals had mentioned that a pink dragon is what happens when a red dragon and a white dragon mate. I guess that's how you make pink, but like I'm trying to figure out how that gives you bubble breath.
And how does it make
I
you
figured it was
dopey?
like a one-off, just random fucking encounter. Like,
And I very well could just be fever dreaming this, but I
Well-
swear to God, I saw something that said it was the mixture of a red and white dragon. But none of these are official 5e. There's no actual lore to them. So make it whatever you want. It's your game.
Fucking seriously.
But like bubble dragons, I want this in my game. I might even make them not evil, but they are technically chromatic, so they are technically spawn of what's her name? Tiamat. So they are technically evil.
I want to do a sea campaign and just have a couple. Just like you're entering the pink dragon domain, like. This area has been, claimed by a horde of pink dragons, and the horde is like 2 or 3, whatever, and there's just constantly bubbles all around in the ocean because they're just like whatever.
Can the ship be
Yeah.
above a duck?
Bubbles
Why
just
not?
going
Wow.
everywhere.
Well, you're sailing, and all of a sudden, you just notice that the foam of the sea isn't going away, and it's just bubbles.
Bubbles.
Your ship looks really grimy going in; it looks sparkly coming out.
Hell yeah.
You want to hear a clean joke?
I took a bath with bubbles.
Derek took a bath with bubbles.
Want to hear a dirty joke?
Bubbles was the pink dragon.
I was going to say that.
Exactly where I was going to go with
I was
that.
gonna say, like, no, David was
But
gonna
one
be-
last thing. So most dragons have an aura of fear or an aura surrounding them. But because pink dragons look so dopey, they don't.
No aura.
It's not a thing.
Yeah. And it does mention that they're unaffected by the bubbles because they close their transparent protective third eyelids and they can move with bat-like sonar.
Yeah. So they're essentially they essentially have shit. What was the word? I don't know. They have echolocation and they have alligator or crocodile eyelids.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But yeah,
I would love to run across a pink dragon.
I think that would be hilarious and fun. And they're not like ethically deadly. It's not like going against an ancient red dragon or something.
Yeah.
But it would be fun. I definitely have potential to throw that into a mid-level campaign.
If it was like my choice on like their breeding kind of thing, I would give pink dragons like a 1 in 1,000 chance of just being born to any dragon, whether it's a red, a black, a green, a gold, a silver, whatever. You've got a 1 in 1,000 chance of that egg being a pink dragon. Just one weird fucking off DNA strand, you know?
See, you know how I would do it? The way I see it, dragons don't deal with other colors of dragons. Red dragons do not hang out with white dragons, blue dragons, or any other dragons. They don't like each other. They're always challenging each other. Like, they're always trying to say, no, red dragons are superior, all blue dragons are superior. I would just make pink dragons their own special form of dragon. Like, there's all sorts of types of dragons out there. Tiamat creates some weird shit. So who's to say one day she didn't just randomly spawn a freaking pink dragon and boom, now we have pink dragons.
And that's fair. I was just thinking with how rare they are, you know, essentially, you know.
Well, they all look derpy, so maybe they don't want to mate.
Maybe, but you know, I was thinking like the
attractive.
one-off chance, or just a fucking pink dragon is the offspring of a bard and a fucking dragon.
Oh, God. That is now officially canon in my head. Pink dragons are what happens with horny bards.
With any horny bar.
Imagine it's like a bard finally succeeds in getting this black dragon to let him bone it. And the black dragon's like, all right, you know, and they make fucking pink dragon. Pink dragon's like, what the fuck? Black dragon's like, what the fuck?
Black
Bard's
dragon's
like, I wasn't even in town that week.
He's still so confused, guys.
All right, guys.
This has been a blast.
Thanks for watching and listening to Table Talk and Drinks. Drop some ideas, conversations you'd like to hear about in the comments. And join us next time as we talk about, we don't fucking know yet. Maybe Mythcraft. It's been a while.
Yeah.
I'd like to talk about Mythcraft again. And
I'd like
we
to
will
do
get back
some
to you with
Mythcraft.
some Shadow Dark. I've been thinking about doing a character creation for Mythcraft for the campaign.
Okay. Okay. I'm
So
down.
maybe we'll do that. And, you know, like I said, again, I am David Mode. Here tonight with
Derek. David Lott.
Corey Detson.
you guys have a good night.